Very good indeed. Yeah, welcome back everybody to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by Talbot and Doubleday Commercials. That's new sponsorship for this brand new season. We've got 10 rounds in this championship. We've got 6 rounds of sprint racing, comprising of 2 races per round, followed by 4 races of endurance. So we're starting off here in Switzerland at the Deep Forest Raceway. As you can see, we're on the reverse track layout for this one. And yeah, let's get on with it then. Let's take a look at the grid. We're going to take a look at the liveries as well, since this is the first race of round 1. So then, in the Merc, we have got Rick Dubb in pole position. Done pretty well as Rick to get the pole position. He had a few problems with his gearbox over the Saturday practice, so yeah, credit to him for putting that one on the pole. Second place goes to Shadow in the 911. Like his 777 of his number, must be a bit of a gambling man, maybe, who knows. Third place, then we have Shameless Cash. I'm going to call him Mr. Cash, it's a bit of a mouthful. He's in the BRZ. Cracking livery, that one, nice colours on there, mate. Down to Brian Moncani in the Merc. Looks like he's been playing a bit of drafts on his car, maybe a bit of chess. Then we move down to do we get lost there? Phaser in the Genesis, currently sitting in 5th position. Bish is in the M6 in 6th on the grid. 7th place goes to IQC in a 458 Italia. Nice looking livery. Flat B then in the 650S 8th on the grid. Crazy livery on there, mate, looks pretty good. Aid is 9th in the Genesis with the Roaring Lion. Rufus in the M6 in 10th position. 11th place goes to Rossi in the Merc. Grahamid is in the R8 in 12th place. 13th is Slowpoke in Citroen. Maybe Slowpoke Racing there. Go check his channel out on YouTube. Little plug for you there, mate. Pay me later, no problems. In 14th we have Silverback in the 650S. Nice black and grey livery on there. And last but not least, in the 911 we have Pablo. That's a lovely livery, and look at the colours on that one. Yeah, looks really nice, that, mate. So let's get out of this one then, and let's get this race underway in Switzerland. So then Rick Dubb leading the charge. Let's go down the field a little bit, and we might even get a driver's perspective off the line for sort of mid-pack. See what sort of battles we've got going off up front. Looking good so far. Ooh, actually it's looking a bit messy now. Oh dear, here we go. Smash bang wallop. Oh, that was a bit of a mess, wasn't it? I think we might have to go back and have a little look at what maybe happened there. Let's go to normal camera view-ish. We'll go to that view actually. A few love taps round there. Little smash there, another smash there. Yeah, looks a bit like Wreckfest. Challenge, or Scrappy Challenge rather. I think we'll leave that one there and we'll let the stewards work that one out. We should be going to a safety car. And get the right camera. So yeah, an interesting start to race 1 here at the Deep Forest Raceway reverse layout track. I didn't want to look into it too much because we could be here all night trying to dissect that one. Like I say, we'll leave it for the stewards if the stewards do get involved. I'm not sure if Rick Dubbers had the safety car is out because he's still giving it big licks. He needs to slow down a little bit. So we might get another lap actually before the safety car does eventually come in. Yeah, them guys have slowed down, so they've heard the message about the safety car. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get another lap before the guys get going once more. Gives a chance for everybody to catch up. I'm not sure if Rick Dubb's got the message yet, or has he? Yeah, he slowed it down a bit, so hopefully the guys can catch up to him before we restart. Just gives us a little time to have a little sipple. Hopefully once the racing gets going again we can have no more incidents, hopefully. But the guys are pumped up, you know, they've had a holiday, they've been to Barbados, had a bit of the old East Yorkshire sunshine, got themselves back on track. They're pumped up for this one. The adrenaline is flowing a little bit, and maybe they're just letting loose, you know. On the whole, they are clean races. We'll put it down to the first race adrenaline rush. Yeah, what a messy start, says Slowpoke. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, Mark. It was a bit of a mess. Didn't want to look at it too much. Found it quite disturbing, really. Especially after last season, went through a whole season with no incidents at all. And we get race one, round one, with a scrap heap challenge. Never mind. It's all good fun. It's good entertainment for you guys. Got a good crowd in the grandstand there on the left hand side. Now then, we're going to get going. No, we're still in the safety car. Lovely scenery there in the background on this track here in Switzerland. Got the weather at the moment as well, which is pretty good. I don't think it's going to chuck it down here. I'd be very surprised if it does rain. Well, everybody looks bunched up once more, so surely... Yeah, we're going now, we're underway now. So, Mr. Rick Dubb then, in the lead, followed very closely by Brian. Just, we had a little look, didn't he, did Brian there, around that corner. Just sits in behind him though, just for the time being. Down into third place when we get there. There's the cameraman, there we are. Mr. Cash, looking good for him in third place. Is guy behind him, Mr. Aid. Where is he? There he is with his roaring lion, currently sitting in fourth place. Not too far behind him is Flat B, followed by Phaser in sixth position. Thank you for Phaser for saving this particular race. And the second one, Slowpoke, up into seventh at the moment in the Citroen. Looking good for him at the moment. Nice livery on there, mate. Ooh, a bit of grass there, but no biggie. IQC in eighth. Cameraman a bit slow. Picking these races up in this race. Maybe he's fallen to sleep under the safety car conditions. Grahamid Ali currently sitting in ninth place. He's a fast guy, yes. I think he's going to make a few positions up, is Grahamid. Watched, ooh, a little bit of twitch there from his car. Watched him quite a few seasons throughout these championships. So you just get a move on. There's Bish in 10th place. Nice little battle going up behind. Oh, there's Pablo. Then here's the battle. 3-car battle at the back between Rufus, Rossi and Shadow. I've said this many times, you do get the good battles. Has someone gone off there? Oh yeah, Rufus just taking the scenic route. Anyway, he's back on it once more. But yeah, I've said it a few times, you do get some good battles at the back. And we've got one at the moment between Rossi and Shadow. So we're just going to stick with these two guys for a few moments. Rick Dubb is still holding on to the lead from Brian Moncami and Mr. Cash in 3rd position. Right, looks like these two guys are spread out a little bit more. So let's go back up with your leader, see what sort of gap he has got. Not much of a one at the moment because Brian's keeping him keen. Here on lap 5 already. Although I think we spent about 2 or 3 laps, didn't we, under the safety car conditions? Could have been worse. We could have spent 18 laps under the safety car. That would have been a bit of a... Anyway, meanwhile, 1:28.166 from Brian, 2nd place manager, fastest guy on the track at the moment. And you can see why, because he's, you know, he's giving, don't you? He's giving the beans and the curry sauce. It's good to see that the racing has cleaned up a bit. Fraser now under great pressure from flat B. Just sat behind him. I'm just going to wait a little bit before we do a bit of more on-board footage. If we see a couple of guys that are really close together, we'll do some on-board camera stuff. Aiden slope up, pretty similar gap between them and Rahamid Ali. I always call him Graham for some reason sometimes, I'm not really sure why. IQC, nice and steady for him in 9th position. 1:28 on his last lap, so he's not all that far off the fastest lap guy. Pablo, steady 10th for him, no major pressure on him, same for Bish. And Rossi, Shadow, Rufus has caught up after his little detour back there, and Silverback. Just a quick mention that I can't remember his channel name, but Rufus has got a channel and he is one of the commentators on the Ultimate Racing League along with Slowpoke. I can't remember his channel offhand. When I find it out, I'll stick it in there. Next week's race along with Slowpokes. So then, Brian Moncami, we missed that one, didn't we, guys? Can we go back a little bit and see where that happened? Don't want to go back too far. Oh, here we go. Right, we don't want to miss this because the trouble is we can't watch everything at the same time. That's the problem. So there's Mr. Dubb. Mr. Rick Dubb in the lead, and there goes Brian. Oh, what a pass there from Brian. Moncami stuck that one in, didn't he? Made it stick and moves up into 1st place. Great racing, guys, kept it clean. So Brian in the lead now from Rick Dubb in 2nd place, followed by Shameless Cash in 3rd. What a mouthful that is. Fraser in 4th. Flat B not too far behind him. 5th. Slowpoke looks like he's made a place up. I'm sure he was 7th a moment or 2 ago, up into 6th now, but Aid really giving it to him around this right-hander. 2nd gear, hard onto the power once more. Muhammad Ali is catching up because these two guys in front of him are battling it out, and that will give chance for Grahami to join the party. So he's doing well at the moment. He's a Slowpoke to hold off Aid. I think Aid has just backed off a little bit because he can see Muhammad in his rear view mirror. In fact, we will go on board. There we go. Full race conditions, on board camera with Grahamid as he chases down. Oh, sugar lumps. And other words as well. Oh, he's not going to be happy chappy, is he? Oh, we sort of caught that one at the right time and at the wrong time as far as Grahamid is concerned. Unlucky, mate. But great entertainment. I'll give you a 10 out of 10 for entertainment on that one. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe he got on the power maybe just a little bit too early. On the back end maybe he stepped out, and good night Vienna. So then, Brian still holding the lead off from Rick Dubb. All these guys will be racing soft compound of tyre in this first race. Second race I think is medium and hard compound, so obviously your pit stop will come into play, which really mixes things up a little bit. We've got time for a little sipple, haven't we? Yes. As we watch Brian holding on to the lead. Then we'll go down through the pack, see what's happening. Oh, Mr. Cash. Let's put a bit of a spurt on and really cut up to Rick Dubb. Oh, I've got some major lag going off on there. Tries his look down the inside. Oh, not quite enough beans. He had the curry sauce, but he didn't have the beans to pass him on that occasion. A good attempt though, so we'll go down the field. Phaser in fourth. No let up for him at the moment, with a flat B hard on his tail. Hopefully not too hard on his tail. Aid, no let up for him either, as goes very wide around that corner. Was it the pressure from IQC? Maybe that sent him a little bit offline, but he's lost the place. So unlucky there for him. Slowpoke switching places quite a few times in this race. I think he's had a 7th and a 6th. Now he's got an 8th or something like that. Still, I'd be very happy with 8th because I finished my race in last place. So love it. Who cares? It's all good fun. Bish in 9th. Where is he? Come on, cameraman. I'm going to sack this cameraman. He's really slow. Pablo doing his best to fight off Rossi and Shadow. So he's in a bit of a ham sandwich at the moment. In he is Rossi between Pablo and Shadow. Good viewing spot there on the bridge for the spectators as they go over the start-finish line. Shadow and someone's carrying a wee penalty there. Oh, Rufus, unlucky mate, half a second penalty here on lap 9. Pretty consistent lap times though from Rufus, 29s, 28s. So you're sticking in consistent lap times. Grahamid Ali in 40s now after his little spin-off, unfortunately. Silverback currently in 15th, and looks like he's got some lag issues, so we'll come out of that one before we end up sick. Unlucky there, mate. It does happen sometimes. Hopefully things will improve next week. So then Brian still fending off Mr. Rick Dubb. For how long, that is a question. 1:27.359 from your second place guy. There he is. That's your fastest guy on the track at the moment. Lap 9 of 18. Still nice and sunny here in Switzerland. A bit sweaty actually. Temperature about 28, about 31 on the track. Light winds to the southeast at the moment. Oh, he's a good scrap. Flat B really giving it to Phaser now then. Can he get a good drive through this corner, get that hammer down? Really trying to get into his S-box at the moment, isn't he? There he is. Nothing between these two really, just a bit of a spit and a fart really between these two. It's one thing is staying with your opponent, the next thing is passing him. That's the tricky bit. Can he put him under pressure though to make that pass on him? IQ in 6th, Aid still in 7th. Bish doing a great job holding a slow pork. Sorry mate. Slow pork, that's your new name. Slow poke, there we go. Get it right eventually. I blame the wine and the vodka, mate, so sorry. So, slow poke, not slow pork, there he is. Currently sitting in 9th place. No major pressure on him at the moment. He's chasing down there. Bish. Oh, someone's going a bit wide there. Oh, Aid. Oh, and a slow poke goes a little bit wide also. So that corner is causing quite a few problems for a fair few of these races, isn't it? Quite a few of the guys going wide around that one. It's a little bit tricky, to be quite honest with you. Rossi in 10th, and we've got Pablo in 11th. Shadow, how far behind is he? Doesn't have to worry about the guys in front at the moment. He has to worry about Aid though, he's not too far behind him. Rufus in 13th. Hamid making his way through the field up into 14th now. Don't forget he was last place before had his little spin off. And Silverback in 15th. Let's go back up front with your leader. Still Brian, still hanging on in there. Lap 12 of 18. So after this race, guys, we've just got one more race here at the Deep Forest Raceway, and it will be a reverse grid for the second race, which makes things very interesting sometimes. Now then, as Rick chases down Brian, he's got other problems to think about, because as you can see, Mr. Cash hard on the heels over Rick Dubb. So it's not a given yet. I think it might be a given for these three guys. Will probably finish top 3, but in what position, that is the question. One mistake from Brian or Rick, and there we go, Mr. Cash is through. Taking the pressure well in the edge, Rick, at the moment. He doesn't seem too phased by Mr. Cash's had a little look down the inside there, didn't he? Maybe thought twice about it. Maybe a good defensive driving there from Rick. Shall we go on board with Mr. Cash for a little wee while, for a few corners? Battle on the brakes into this. Oh, oh, sugar lumps! It's really hotting up here. Let's say, here we go. He's through. So unlucky there for Rick Dubb. He had a bit of a moment back there, didn't he? But he gave the opportunity for Mr. Cash to go through, and he just take that second place off him. So things really hotting up here now. Then Rick, I don't think he's going to be liking that. He's going to be fighting back and wanting to take that second place back off Mr. Cash. Meanwhile, Brian's thinking, you two scrap away, guys, and I'll just pull away inch by inch. Flatby in 4th place. Mr. Faye's not too far off him, maybe about half a second or a second. No, it's half a second in it between them two. That's going to be a good little scrap, I think, between now and the end of the race. Lap 13 of 18, Brian 1:27.310. The fastest man currently. IQC on a bit of a stroll at the moment. Lovely jubbly, he says. No pressure behind him whatsoever at the moment. Bish in 7th. Great foreground shot there of the mountains. If you guys caught that one. I don't fancy trying to climb them, but there we go. That's a story for another day. Meanwhile, Slowpoke in 8th. Really getting hounded down in here by Rossi, and Aid is there also, and who else is in the party? Rufus and Pablo. So it's really kicking off here at the back. Pablo, let's go on board with him because he's right up the chuff of Rufus. Surely no, I don't know though. Oh, I think he's, yes, no, maybe not. Oh no, Rufus has gone wide again round that corner. That's a couple of times round that corner. He's got really unlucky. So Pablo moves up into 11th. Great pass there, mate. Unlucky there for Rufus. He's moved him right down into 13th position. Grahamid Ali is still in 14th with Silverback in 15th position. So things really starting to cook now in these final stages of this first race here at Deep Forest Raceway in Switzerland. I think it's time for another sipple, guys. We've not had many in this race. Playing it nice and cool at the moment is Brian. Made that pass on Rick Dubb a few laps ago, and he's managing to pull away. So is Brian gonna set the marker down in this championship? There's Mr. Cash. What's the gap between him and Rick Dubb? Not much whatsoever. 3 laps remaining. Ooh, Flat B has also joined the party. Where's he come from? You using nitrous, mate, on you? You got a secret weapon on your car there. It's come from nowhere, hasn't he? Up into right up the chuffer of almost Rick Dubb. He's on a charge. 120. Look at that for consistency lap times. 1:27.27, 27, 28. Really great racing from Flat B. Right, let's just go down the field to have a look what else is happening. Nice and steady for Phaser. There's a cameraman there in the helicopter. Just sat there above the track. 6th place IQC. You know, they're pretty steady race really, haven't they? Kept out of trouble for the most part. Kept it on the old tarmac. Same goes for Bish. Where's Slowpoke? Yeah, he's still got Rossi hounding him down, and he really is hounding him down. Got a good drive through that corner now. Now then he's right up the chuffer now then. Can he get a good drive? 2nd gear. Let's go through the gears now. Oh, a little battle behind actually. Let's look at these two. These two are even closer. Pablo Shadow 10th and 11th. Shadow not looking very much of a shadow at the moment to Pablo because he can see him. Good defensive driving there from Pablo just to keep Shadow off his mitts. Rufus in 12th. Brian still in the lead from Mr. Cash in 2nd and Rick Dubb in 3rd. Oh, he's not letting up, is he? I'm sure Shadow's got some sort of, has got a bee in his pants or something, or maybe a hornet wasp in there or something, because it's really making him move. And that's the last thing you want in your pants when you're racing, is a Hornet. Oh, I'm going to come back to this one very shortly. Let's go down, let's have a little look. Ruthless, no pressure on him at the moment. And we've got Aid in 13th, Graham in 14th and Silverback in 15th. Right, back up with your leader, and we'll make our way down once more. Lap 17 of 18. Brian Moncami then still in the lead. Oh, he's playing it cool, isn't he? Hey, I'd like to get back into you. I missed that message, sorry mate. I missed it. The blooming messages should stay on screen a little bit longer so I can read the damn things. Unfortunately they don't. So sorry mate, I missed that message, whatever it was. So Brian Moncami then in the lead on lap 17 of 18, looking really good. He's got quite a lead. I'm not sure how many seconds he's got, but it's quite a handful. Hello to Angry Man 910. Welcome to him. Shameless Cash, always is going to be under major pressure until the end of this race from Mr. Rick Dubb, so them two are going to be battling it out. Flat B has just come off the pace just a little bit from the two guys in front of him, but if he can finish fourth, I think he'll be very happy. Loads of points towards the championship. Phaser in fifth position. On the final lap now, let's just see where the front runners are. I don't want to miss them. Alright, okay, we're going to have a flick through down. Now we're going to go back with your leaders. Slowpoke still under pressure from Rossi's not giving up yet. This fight is going to go until the end, I think, between these two. Can Slowpoke hold him off? We've got Pablo, Shadow, Ruthless. Right, let's go up with your leaders, or leader rather. Don't want to miss him coming over the finish line. And let's be honest, he's played the blinder, hasn't he, as Brian in this race one. He's set the marker down for the championship. Comes around the final one. Flash of the lights. Oh, he's a happy chappy, and why not? Well done, Brian, taking the win here at Deep Forest in Switzerland. Well done to him. Winner race one. Rick Dubb in second place, followed by Flat B in third. Oh, Phaser in fourth position. What's happened to Mr. Cash? IQC in fifth. Mr. Cash in sixth place, followed by Bish in seventh. Looks like Slowpoke is just going to take eighth place from Rossi. Is he on the... Yes, he does. Slowpoke, flash lights there, 8th place. Rossi in 9th. 10th place goes to Pablo. Then we've got Shadow in 11th. Aid in 12th. Followed... Sorry, Ruthless in 12th. Aid in 13th. Phew, that was a bit of a breath. You guys need to pass the line a little bit slower. Muhammad Ali in 14th. Done well after his little spin-off. And Silverback in 15. So there you go, guys. There's race one. A bit iffy at the start. It was a bit crazy, wasn't it? But the guys sorted it out after the safety car, and we saw some great racing. And we'll see you very shortly for race 2 of 2 here from Deep Forest.